guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am here to share a process video with you. And so over on the SpiegelMom Scraps website today, or on their YouTube channel, I shared a really quick and easy tutorial for how to make this pumpkin trio shaker pocket. And so now I'm just going to walk through how I created the rest of the layout. So I will put a link down below if you want to go check out the tutorial for how to make the shaker pocket part. And then we're going to do the rest of the layout here. And so I'm playing with the Halloween Say Cheese 3, no, not Say Cheese 3, Say Cheese Halloween collection. And this was for a trip that we took to Disney. And so if you watch the other video, you will know that basically for fall break one year, we surprised the kids. They didn't think they were going anywhere, and we took off and took them to the Halloween celebration at Disneyland. And so this is going to be like the intro page to all of those pages about that particular trip. And so what I'm going to do is I'm creating a smaller layout inside my 12 by 12. And so I'm using some 9 by 9 pieces of pattern paper, and I have this black polka dot, and then I have a purple diagonal stripe, and then behind that I have this kind of like text icon paper from that same collection. And I'm going to layer those three things up, and they're going to end up going right in the middle of this piece of white cardstock. And I wanted to make them just small enough that that cut file shaker pocket extended across the edges of that block of pattern paper at the bottom. And then I went ahead and took some purple Catherine Pooler ink and inked the edges of that white cardstock just to give it a little more definition and interest. And then I'm going to go ahead and layer up what I already have. So I have my 3 blocks of pattern paper. I have this really cute trio of pumpkin cut file that I have made into a shaker pocket. And you can check out the video for how to put that together. There's also links down below to the sequins that I use from SpiegelMom Scraps, as well as the pre-cut cut file. So if you like these pumpkins but you don't have a cut file machine, you can definitely pick that up in the Redefine Creative shop. And then I'm just going to kind of flip through the ephemera pack to decide what pieces I want to use. So I've taken a little sticker banner and put that behind my photo. And then I really liked the way these little bats kind of fit into the spaces of my layout. So I'm going to sort of have this diagonal going through from the top left to the bottom right of my photo. And it's going to just kind of keep growing as I keep working on the layout. So I'm adding some foam adhesive and popping those little bats up off the page. And I'm going to have one in that top left corner. And then I have a little smaller cluster down here in the bottom right, just to the top of the pumpkin. And there you can see I'm adding a little spider to the top of that particular pumpkin, and I put a little purple sequin for its body just because I thought that was kind of cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach those guys down to the bottom of my layout. And I've also put my photo onto some foam adhesive, and then I want that little word boo to sit on top of my photo. So I'm going to add the foam adhesive just to the top so that it sits even like flush with my photo. And then I'm going to go to the sticker sheet and grab some more of these little bats because I want to keep going with that little theme that I have going on. And I'm just trying to decide if there's any other icons and things that I need. So I went ahead and grabbed the chipboard, and it had this little arrow that says magic. And I thought that was super cute up there with the word boo. And I am going to end up going back and adding to my title because I want my title to say surprise boo because this was like a surprise Halloween trip. And so I am going to go back and nestle that in. I am just taking a few of the sequins from the 2 mixes that I used in my shaker pocket, which were grape juice and orange, and I'm adding those kind of outside my layout, and that really creates a lot of continuity across the page. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add a few little doodles, and you'll be able to see those better in the close-up images after. But I just did like some circles and some dots. And here you can tell I am going back to work on my title. So I wanted to include this word surprise, and it sort of caused a problem. So you guys will see as I don't have the letters I need, the font's not working. I don't really like the placement underneath on top of the photo. There's just a lot of problems that happen. You guys ever have that where you're putting a layout together and you're like, this title is not working? So I go ahead and grab these Amy Tan, kind of rose gold metallic letters instead. And I really like the way those play off the sequins at the bottom. And so then I'm going to go ahead and nestle in that word surprise on top of the word boo, which means I had to move my little arrow down. But now I have this funky little gap right there. So I'm like, all right, now I gotta figure out how to fix this little gap problem. So I found some more bats and I was like, all right, sweet. I need to add some of those. And so those ended up going on the bottom. And I had this one little tiny one that could go up there in the top, but it still left a funky little gap in that space. So even though it helped, it didn't solve the problem. So now I'm just flipping through the ephemera again to see if I can find something that's kind of cute that I can put in that space. And I find this little witch's hat that has this like orange polka dot mini bow on it that's super cute. And so I'm going to nestle that in with everything and move my little bats around until I'm happy with where everything goes. And then because I've extended my embellishments, now I need to extend my sequin. Like, it just creates a big cluster of problems. But eventually it comes together. And I'm sure you have that same experience too. So I'm just going to get all of those little sequins glued down. And that is basically going to do it for this layout. So do make sure you stop by the SpiegelMom Scraps channel if you want to see the quick and easy tutorial about how to put this little pumpkin shaker pocket together. And then also make sure that you check out the Redefine Creative shop where you can get cut files that are pre-cut for you in case you don't have a cut file machine. And I will be back to see you guys again very soon.